Hi, I'm Mary Beth Noble, the gallery manager of Upstairs Art Space. We would like to welcome you, viewers, to our online exhibition, and we have David Zacharias here today with us to talk about his work and give you an experience online of his gallery show, David Zacharias and Art for All Seasons. David is a well-known ceramicist and lives in the Tryon area. He's also been a faculty member at Converse College for 30 years. This show not only includes his ceramics, but a lot of other work that spans sculpture, painting, and he even has a few sketches in the show to show you his process, and some documentation of older work that he has in a certain area of the gallery. So I'm going to hand it over to David, and we'll be taken on a tour of this lovely gallery show by David, the artist. And thank you, David. Why don't you take it from here? Talk about your theme of your show.
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be at the Upstairs. And this, surprisingly to me even, is the 20th time that my work has been on exhibit at the Upstairs at 3 different locations. This show represents roughly almost 50 years of dedicated art making. When I decided I was going to be an artist, I was at the time studying veterinary medicine at Clemson University, and Clemson did not have an art department per se. They had a school of architecture with artists who taught art to the architecture students. And I took 2 courses, elective courses in the School of Architecture with a painter and a sculptor. The painter was Ireland Renier, and the sculptor was John Acorn. At that point, I decided I wanted to be an artist, but since Clemson didn't offer a degree, I transferred to the University of South Carolina with the intention of being a painter. And it wasn't long after struggling with painting for a variety of reasons that I decided I would be a sculptor. At which point I studied sculpture, and I avoided the clay room as much as possible. And later in my education, in my bachelor's degree, I took clay, and there I met a man named Ron Myers, who shortly moved from the University of South Carolina to the University of Georgia, where he now is a professor emeritus. And Ron Myers was a major influence in my work, and I discovered that clay was a material that I definitely wanted to work with in everything from functional to non-functional sculptural pieces. So I ended up with a BFA in ceramics with a minor in sculpture, and I then pursued work with the idea that I only needed a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, and discovered that ditch digging really was not what I wanted to spend my life doing. So I went back to school and got a Master's in Fine Arts in Sculpture with the equivalent hours for a Master's of Fine Arts in Ceramics. And when I graduated with a show of sculpture, I decided pretty much that I did not want to do anything remotely similar to what I had been doing all those years in graduate school. And that's where the light horse sculptures started. And after that, I decided I wanted to try painting. I wanted to seriously try painting. I had a friend who had completed an MFA in painting, and he encouraged me to try it. And I started painting on masonite. Little by little, I've gone back to painting through the years, and the piece in front of, behind Mary Beth, is one of the pieces that I've completed in the last, I guess, 10 or so years.